Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Don't Panic with Israel Luna. I am Israel Luna, and I am very excited about this show because we have the cast members of The Gayborhood, which is the upcoming show that's going to be premiering at the Studio Movie Grill on Tuesday the 24th at 7 p.m. And then it's also going to be airing on YouTube for everyone to see on Friday the 27th, I think, at 6 p.m. And then we're going to have new episodes every week after that on the same day, same bat channel, same bat time. But anyway, before we move on, I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves, starting over here to my left.
Hello, my name is Katerina Mahan, and I portrayed Dawn in Gayborhood.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I am Wes Savage, and I play Cody Odie in The Gayborhood.
And hey there, I'm Opie Ryan, and I played Jesse from The Gayborhood.
Excellent. Yeah. So now, just out of curiosity, how many of you was it like your first like official project? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, not yours, Mr. Experience over there. And you had.
You've seen me on projects before, Israel.
Oh my God, that's right. Yes. Yes. Katerina has been in multiple projects at my film competition, Rack Focus, and some of those projects have won awards, I think.
Nail Gun was my first real project.
And it won because of you. Everybody knows it.
Of course, we won first place.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So what about you, Wes? What have you been in?
Officially in film, my first thing was in 2012. I did a music video for Black Veil Brides. They did like a music video rock opera type thing. The album is Wretched and Divine. The music video is Legion of the Black.
Oh, and what were you in it, or what did you do?
I was a Legion member, so it's kind of technically like extra work, but there was a lot of direction, so it also isn't extra work.
You were a featured extra.
Oh, I was a featured extra.
Yeah. Did you have to have a certain outfit or something?
Yeah, kind of. It was kind of awful too, because
they you in like black paint.
Yeah. They had us covered
Not
in
face, but black face.
Yeah, no, they did have like black eye masks on, and they used like chalk paint that's not supposed to go on people's skin, and it took 3 baths to actually get it off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we had to clean the motel bathtub as well.
Oh my God. That sounds wonderful. It sounds like indie. It sounds like indie productions.
It really was.
Like ours. Yeah.
Yes, but I think our makeup artist made sure that everything that went on our face was safe.
Safe for human use.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you, Haley.
Oh my gosh. So with the Gayborhood, I want to talk about the Gayborhood for a second. Well, for the whole show. But the first thing that I want to ask is, I want to know like tell everyone about your character, and then how you, what you thought of your character. We'll start with you, Opie.
Oh man. Jeez. Well, Jesse is a consistent person. Definitely something that I would like to apply more in my own daily life. But Jesse is in there through thick and thin. Fixes everything. Is there? I don't even know.
Well, because we posted your interview.
I come with the building, Yeah.
Exactly. We posted your interview, and it was so funny when I was editing your interview that I had done. You were like, she's
She's always there until she's not.
Well, one thing that I found interesting was you said that Jesse wants to help people and like see it through, and you're kind of not that person. You're like, if there's drama, I'm walking away, leaving it alone. Is that true?
A little bit. Obviously, it depends on if I love you as a person, know you a little bit more. But surprisingly, when it comes to the people that I love, I'm afraid that if I meddle too much, then I will hold the blame. So I'm like, you can figure this out. But Jesse's like, no, I've got this. I fix everything.
Right. Nice. Wes, tell everyone about Cody. What's Cody?
Cody.
Like? Yeah.
Cody is a podcaster from this very room. So I'm supposed to be in that chair.
I know. You're usually here for the show, yeah.
But now today, I get to be the fumbling idiot answering questions. But Cody,
podcaster voice.
My podcaster. Hang on, I gotta Cody, Odie, Odie. I don't know. I didn't practice it today.
Well, it was so funny because when we were doing mic tests, you've been sitting here before and doing all your lines and running the show on the series.
Yeah.
And then when we're doing a mic check, you're like, I don't know what to say.
What do I do with my hands? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's kind of a really good example of the difference between me and Cody. Is Cody is really good at knowing what he wants to say and when he wants to say it and how he wants to say it, and I'm just like, I guess whatever comes out of my mouth comes out. Good luck.
So was that a challenge for you, like being Cody, who is this podcaster who does a ton of shows and has all these followers?
I mean, it's the only thing that makes it easier is that you wrote down the things that I need to say.
Yeah.
So I don't need to worry about that part. But like whenever it comes to the surprise things, I guess, or not even surprise things, because the party scene, I wasn't quite mentally prepared to film around a lot of people. The restaurant scene, whenever all the bears came in and the one guy sitting on the table like right next to us, was not prepared for that. But I'm hoping that everything that I did translated really well.
Yes.
But
yes, it
I
did.
think Cody would have been prepared for that.
Right. Yeah. Good point.
Probably would have brought them in.
What?
I said Cody probably would have brought them in.
Oh, probably. That would have
Yeah.
been like his support team.
Yeah. Cody been like, hey, you want to be on my show?
Yeah.
It is very nerve-wracking when people watch you. There was a scene that me and Trevor did that a very drunk lady. She was so sweet.
Oh, that's right.
She wedged herself between Joseph and Israel and just
Oh, and
Just get
someone
away.
that was
I'm
at the.
delivering my lines, and on the inside I'm like, please don't say anything. Please don't touch us.
Oh,
And then on the
Yeah.
other side of the spectrum, we have the person that doesn't necessarily want to be on camera, and she just wants to do her job, and then is sort of kind of good at it, but not quite. She's a little bit of a mess. Katerina, tell us about Dawn.
honestly, the scariest thing about Dawn is I'm just up there being myself, just without a filter. I like to think I'm a normally nice, kind person that, respects boundaries and everything like that, and that's not Dawn at all.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm up there, portraying Dawn, I'm like, all right, I'm just being myself without limits, without.
It's like a mental no pants party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can just, there's a lot of things where you want to say something, but like, no, don't. If you know what they say, don't say anything. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. When I'm up there on camera being Dawn, I can do that. And it's
Yeah.
very liberating to
yeah.
be able to just.
I like to quote Steel Magnolias, if you have nothing nice to say, come sit next to me.
We'll have a lot to talk about.
Exactly. Yeah, and later on in the show, we have a big surprise for everybody, not just all of you, because you haven't seen it either, but we are showing the official intro to each episode. So it's the official series introduction to all the characters, plus of course, the original song that I produced as well. And then we're also going to be having Richard Curtin, who is not here. He lives in Alpine. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He lived in Alpine. Now he lives in New Orleans. And we're going to try to reach him. He's on the road today, but we're going to try to get him on the phone to say hello as well. And then we also have a nice little gift from the Dallas Voice that we will be presenting to all of you. So all of that to come. And so I guess my next question is, with the production, I want to know what it was like after, now that it's all over, the production, to what you expected when you got the part. Because I'm sure you were thinking about what it's going to be like, and then how does that compare to what it was actually like? We'll start with Wes.
Okay. So I have, I guess, experience on a few different sets.
Yeah, Showtime, baby.
Yeah, I did a Showtime pilot, not the full series, just a pilot.
Nice.
But the difference between, say, I did a fan film for B.J. Lewis, who is a director around here. And the set from there versus the set for the Showtime show were so different. And this was way closer to what I was more used to coming from theater. There was a lot of quiet on sets and a lot of community. Having a shared dressing room was very close to what I was used to.
Nice.
It felt like more homey than most of the other sets that I'd done. So.
Oh, good. Well, that's a big compliment. Yes.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for having such a great set.
Yes, thank you. I try and and so I was gonna just call you. I'm just gonna call you your character name. So Dawn, what about you? What was it like on the set compared to what you expected? Was it what you expected?
No, not really. Because when I've done a lot of films with Eugene, and who also does Rack Focus films, and they have these huge cameras and like these dollies, and they're like moving them around, moving all this equipment, all this huge lighting, stuff like that. And then when you're filming, you're on your phone. I'm like, Israel, like what's going on? You're like filming on your phone. Like what is this? Like I thought this was. And then you show me some of the footage that I'm in. I'm like, holy crap, I look amazing.
Yeah.
So I was surprised that the quality of phones. I mean, our mutual acting coach Nancy, she always says, look, you can get demo reel footage easy. Just take your phone and go do something. I'm like, that's not true. That phone footage sucks, because I know mine does. And then I watch what you're doing on your phone. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I have to say, so I was interviewed a couple of days ago from The Voice, because we're going to have an article accompanying the cover that we're going to be on Friday the 20th, June 20th. We're going to be on the cover. But they were asking me about like the production side and the cameras, and I said I just shot it on my iPhone. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, yes, the phones are really good. If you set all of the features on there just right, it looks really good, because they have a great f-stop. They have, like the depth of field going on. It looks really great. And then I think when I showed you your scene of you walking down the sidewalk, you were kind of blown away.
Yeah, because I was like, wow.
And the girls looked good.
Of course they look good. They always look good.
Yeah, so Opie, what about you? What was it like being on the set?
Now I'm thinking about Dawn's girls.
It's hard not to think of them.
It's really hard not to. Especially, I think one of the first scenes we're ever in together, she was wearing this cute little tie-dye dress that was like, she had a lot of trust in that dress. And we're like tussling for this phone, and all I know is I'm pretty sure there's a couple of takes of me just like.
I hope those make it in.
Maybe season 2 there could be a thing.
I know, right?
Who knows?
Yeah, so with this being one of your first sets, what did you imagine it would be like compared to what it actually was?
As somebody that has always dabbled in a creative field and also dealt with the corporate world, I expected more of a corporate-esque aura to it. But when I came in, it was just like-minded people coming together to return to like the purest art form, to make stuff with friends making stuff with friends. And like the fact that the camera was a phone made it I don't know, easier to get into the headspace of this is just a bunch of friends. Just we're all farting around having a good time. And I think it shows. Like, it really does show. Yeah,
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I know that, and I get thinking that it might be like somewhat corporate, like you have to be, like it's a little stiff and stuff.
When you're done with your scene, go to your room and be quiet.
Yeah, and I understand that there's a lot of sets that are like that. And with me, and I apply this with my films too, I don't try to make it a spectacle. It's like, well, who do we need? We have a short, a tiny crew of 5 people. That's all we need. I don't need big lights. I don't need big things of equipment and dolly shots and stuff. No. I need what I need just to get the job done, but I'm not here for show. I'm not here for the attention. I just need to shoot whatever we need to shoot. Right. And that's it. And I knew with my phone that we were going to shoot it on the phone, and I knew we needed external sound, and that's why we had a sound person. But I also had a nice little microphone attached to my phone as well, so we could have a plan B. But to me, it was like the phone's also with low light, and so all of that was, I think, contributed to the community more homey feel. Which was what I wanted.
Smoke and mirrors, so it was more about the people, and this is a people industry at the end of the day. So,
yes,
I mean,
it was really great.
I think the most fun about working on these projects is that everyone wants to be there.
Yes,
you come into an 8 to 5 job, and no one wants to be there for the most part. You can just tell, and it's just fun working on these projects, and everyone's having a good time. Everyone wants to be there, and it definitely shows.
People are happy to see you. Like, what? I don't know what that feels like.
People are always happy to see me.
She's like, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, and I have to cut to break. So we're going to cut to I was going to say a commercial break, but instead we're going to be cutting to an original song from my album called Retroactive, and it's called ATM. You have to watch that because it's getting some play from some DJs, and they're saying they're getting requests now. So you're going to see that video, and then when we come back from that break, we are going to show everyone the intro to the Gayborhood. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a second.
Is right with strangers on the hunt for an adventurous night. One asks the other, so what are you into? The other says, I hope you're into it too. I'm into ATM. Ask to love. I'm into ATM. Ask to love. Of hesitation with a curious side. Mouth begins to smile as it opens up wide. Lubrication ready as they're feeling more bold. Eyes look at each other as they approach the other hole. It's time to make it happen. They're into ATM. Ask to love. Another year later and the openness better. They invite another over for a group spit roaster. Expression is the key for a true connection. Expression is the key when they ask, don't shy away. What you're into? Come on, just say it. They like ATM. Ask to love. Ask to love. Let's find an ATM. I need an ATM.
That was ATM from my album Retroactive. It is on all streaming platforms, so go and do a search for it if you can't find it. It's just ATM, Retroactive, like retroactive, but Retroactive because it's a little slutty.
Of course.
Of course, as it should be.
As it should be.
Yes. So you were just saying during that break that you're a DJ? So did I know this already? Did I forget?
Probably. Well, when we came in, we were like, "Hey, here's all the weird side jobs we do. We make candy. We
I knew about the
DJ,
candy.
I'm an extreme couponer. Like, it's a weird.
Oh.
We're just out here collecting achievements. But yeah, we DJ for a company out in East Texas called Two Dames DJs.
Gotcha.
And they're great. We get to do a lot of really fun stuff through that, like weddings and pride events and, man, proms.
Nice.
Proms are crazy. Some of the stuff that kids are listening to, just like all the proms we went to, the kids now, I guess, are they Gen Alpha or Gen Z still?
I think Gen
in high school.
Z still?
Yeah.
Gen Alpha maybe?
They love getting rickrolled.
Really?
Every other
How
song,
funny.
throw a rickroll in
The
there.
80s, baby.
Wow.
The 80s. Gotta love the 80s. Yeah. So, since you were talking about, we, let's tell everyone like how everyone identifies, because I'm sure no one can tell just by looking at us. So let's let them know, because we are all inclusive in the Gayborhood.
Absolutely.
So who wants to begin? It doesn't matter.
Well, I'll start first because
Yeah.
I've been talking a little bit too much. But, I am trans-masc non-binary. I like he, they, but I have started to drift more into a they, them area. Yeah, I think that's about it. I want to live in the space where I am the prettiest man and the most handsome woman. I want you to
Ooh,
look
I
at
like
me and be
that.
like, I don't know what's going on there, but you are attractive.
Yeah.
No.
Nice. I like that.
All right. Well, I am trans-masked, trans man. Technically, I consider myself non-binary, but I lean so far into the masculine side that I just go ahead and I'm like, yeah, I'm a trans man.
You're so butch.
Yeah.
So butch.
Look at all that facial hair.
Yeah.
Ope says that I pass as a straight cis man, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's like people that come up to you and start talking about really weird things, and I'm like,
I need to learn about cars.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Monster trucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like
I
that.
used to love monster trucks when I was a kid. But
Ah,
I
not
don't
anymore.
know anything about them now.
And Dawn.
Well, I guess technically I'm a trans woman. It's kind of weird. I don't really, I guess, like think of myself as a trans woman. I think of myself as just a woman. But,
Yeah.
I do tell people, like, if I start dating someone, like, hey, I am a trans woman, just so there's no surprises. You gotta stay safe,
Yeah, absolutely. And this is, we were talking before the show about, there's already some haters out there as we're promoting the
Really?
show. And I think a part of that is because just when you look at everyone, you see, to the general public, you see men and women. And that's it. And it's like, oh, where's the inclusivity? Where's the bubble? You got to watch the show.
Yeah.
And I think it's a wonderful thing when nothing affects you, like everything seems just fine, because it is just fine. And what
Yeah.
people identify as is like a personal thing. But if you want to know further because you're nosy, watch the show.
Yeah, it's kind of a blessing and a curse, I guess. I feel very fortunate and blessed that I pass so well as a natural woman. So many people mistake that for me. I mean, yeah, and then it's like, it's just like, it's very hard to describe without coming off as like, I guess, kind of like ungrateful.
Well, but even on the show, unless it has to do with the storyline, like with Cody's storyline, we don't even say what you are.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think my transgenderness ever came up.
Yeah. Yeah. And like in both of your cases, I think, so let's talk about yours for a second, Opie, because I know when your role came up, we already had someone in mind, and then that person wasn't able to do it, and then you came on board, or you auditioned, and I really liked your look, and I liked your acting, and I immediately reached out to you, and I said, okay, so I understand how you identify. I just want to let you know that this role the character is a lesbian. And you said, that's fine. And then the more I thought about it, I thought, okay, because I want to be educated as well and just like know more about, people. I want to write in the storyline how you identify, because that's how you identify. So, so tell me, like what your thoughts were during that whole thing.
It was really exciting. I was fully prepared to be like, yeah, I can play a woman. That's fine. I'll do whatever I got to do to book a gig.
It's true.
But you gave me the opportunity, and I was like, well, that sounds exciting. And then as we filmed the thing, it made it really easy because even as the character of Jesse isn't 100% out yet, and it shows you how it's even hard to come out, as a trans person in the gay community, because there's still some tiptoeing you got to do, because there's going to be people that have knee-jerk reactions. So in the show, you get to see the arc of Jesse coming to terms with that within themselves, and that's a really exciting thing to play out on camera. So hopefully other people can look at it and go, wow, okay, I relate to that. I relate to questioning myself and, growing with my friends.
Yeah, and there was one thing that you had said, and I've never told you this, but it really opened my eyes. When you had gotten the part, you had said something like, "Thank you so much for this opportunity because these opportunities don't come up very often for people like me." And I thought that kind of broke my heart, and I thought, wow, I guess that is true, and it's a shame. So it made me more, more happy about having this project happening, because it was like, okay, yeah, then we do need more representation, and let's do it all the way. Yeah. And so West, with you as well, we kind of had conversations about, what this meant and what that meant as far as, because yours, it had a lot to do with the storyline.
Yeah. And we did have a lot of really interesting conversations regarding it. Like, we were able to say, okay, so since this happened in regard to the whole gender identity thing in this scene, maybe we could do something in this scene that kind of calls back to it, or like gives a little bit more weight to what the story is. And it was really cool to be able to develop that part of the character with you and those stories with you.
Well, the one thing I didn't want to happen is for you to read some pages or some scenes and then go to the other actors and go, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about in this, but I'll say the lines. I didn't want that. I wanted it to be authentic. And when I don't know something, I'll just go and ask. And I'll say, I want this to sound real. Like if I'm writing a scene about a plumber and I don't know anything about plumbing, and if they're like, no, Israel, that's totally wrong. This happens. Oh, okay, well, I want to write that because I want the plumbers out there to go, oh, they know what they're talking about. That kind of thing.
Authenticity.
Yeah, exactly. Being authentic. What were you going to say?
You leave a lot of room to make everything very organic. You are an amazing director. You sat down with all of us and you're like, okay, so how can I make this work for all of us? How can we all fit and convey a message that's going to make a difference for other people? And I've lost my train of thought, y'all. It's like...
Well, I appreciate you saying that, because I would hope that every director does that, like when they're writing something. Because for me, I write stuff on the page, but then once you're cast, you have your own personality, you have your own way of saying certain things that the writing is open to. Changes as long as the story doesn't change.
Yeah.
But if you don't say a certain word, I mean, I can sense it during rehearsals going, they wouldn't say that word. What would you say?
Yeah, I was very grateful.
Yeah. To leave that open like that, because, yes, it's part of our job as actors to read what's on the page, but sometimes no matter how much you do it, it's just not going to sound authentically you. If that's not something that you'd say in your everyday life, and, I guess that's because I'm a Meisner actor.
Yeah, there were a lot of terms in that script. I'm like, I have no idea what that word means.
Do you have an example? Like what?
Like fish. What does calling people fish mean? It sounds bad.
It's a good thing.
That's what I figured.
I know. Isn't it funny how it's like a compliment?
Fresh tilapia, baby.
Fresh tilapia. I hear that so much from drag queens all the time. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So in saying that, let's go ahead and show everyone the introduction to the show. This is the intro that's going to be in the front of course, every single episode. It's never been seen before until now. So for all of you here in the studio, feel free to look at the monitor. For everyone else, keep looking at your screen. Here it is. I hope you enjoy it.
Love yourself, be who you are, live free, stay strong, come out, you are loved, you got this, the world is yours, live out loud, dance in colors, speak with your mind, think with soul, love wins, love wins. Love wins.
Yay!
Oh,
That's
That's
that
pretty
was it.
good.
Right.
Yeah? Did you like it?
Yes,
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
my friend.
You told me you hated everybody.
Yes. I told
No,
Heather
that was
she
me.
should fire them all.
Oh yeah, that was, yeah, right. Yeah, and that was from the song that I created. It was called it's called Love Wins. Oh, there's Richard calling, but I have to say we have to end the show, and then but you know what? We're just gonna keep this going. Hold on a second. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. We are at the end of what? Oh, hold on. We are at the end of part 1. We're going to continue in part 2 if you just want to hold on the phone for a second.
Sure.
All right, sounds good. All right, so everyone, that is the end of part 1. Now that you've heard me say that out loud, I want to thank all of my guests for being here, and of course to Tommy for being our tech guy over there. And yeah, don't go anywhere because we are going to continue this for part 2. I guess don't go anywhere for us, but for all the viewers, you'll be seeing the next one tomorrow or the day after.
Refreshing the page.
Yeah, just keep refreshing the page. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next show. Thanks. Bye.